Hello everyone, Fixxxer here. Welcome back to Sinking City. I think our current goal is to find perhaps other expedition members that survived. But first thing I want to do is, if you recall, when I first talked to whatever, the dad over there, I don't remember his name already. He did mention a boat over on the shore, right? This boat. Now, I didn't come looking for it because the game kept telling me that all evidence has been collected. I have since discovered that when it says all evidence collective, it's not always true. So this was his son's boat. This is what he came back on. I'll just hit that. And, really? Wait a minute. Am I bugged? It won't let me touch that letter.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Alright, interesting. So, basically, if before I talk to the dad about the son, this letter here is a letter from the son to the dad about hysteria. I know this because I saw it on the stream. And if you give this letter to the dad opens up about hysteria. I didn't do that, and therefore it looks like I didn't have any kind of hysteria options. If you recall last episode, I was wondering why I couldn't explore the hysteria route with the son, right? Like, the son went hysterical, it spread to the other guys, they went hysterical, and things went kind of crazy. I didn't have that option. All I could say was either Lewis was murdered or I turned Lewis in. Those are my only two options. And I think part of the reason why those were my only options is because I didn't read this letter. Now, it's a little frustrating because I'm back here to look at the letter and I'm not able to access it. So it's almost like that storyline is closed down for me now. But, you know, it's both good and a bad thing. It sucks that I missed out on it, but it's interesting in that I had a choice, and I made a wrong choice, it appears, anyways. Wait, what do I have here? Oh, I got another pistol of some kind. Alright, anyways. What do we got going here? Robert funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed. And, yeah, it was lost, blah, 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 blah. Robert gave me a key to the expedition's headquarters. It is in northern Coverside at the crossroad of Asher and Hubert. Was here's Asher and here's Hubert. I'm gonna place a mark here. I guess I do that. I guess that makes sense. Although if you look at that, see, what does this blue area, green area mean versus the brown area? I don't know. Game doesn't tell you. Or if it told me, I didn't see it. Anyways, let's explore the docks a little bit and then we'll head out. I'm not sure I'll find anything out here, but only way to know for sure is to look. Hello?
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
You're a loon. There's a lot of tentacled things out and about in this place. I don't like it. Won't let me in. Won't let me over there either. Can I go around? I have a bad feeling I can't... Oh, oh, oh. Oh, well, I can swim. I'm not sure that's something I ought to be doing. Can I get up in here? No. Oh, I think I'm getting hurt. There are tentacles around me. I don't see a way up anything. Oh my god. Well, we know that's not safe. Okay. That's what I get for exploring, right? So staying in the water too long ends in death. I shouldn't really be surprised. Still gonna poke around though. Those policemen aren't there anymore. Right, there's lots of stuff over there. Whoa! What the hell? Excuse me. What are you doing? What's wrong? Is that not weird or what? Okay. Can't interact with any of this. Alright, nothing here. I'm ready to leave. Uh-oh.
Stop it.
Just random people walking around here now?
No photographs, you hear me?
Really? Why don't they like photos? Why are their faces mostly covered? Interesting. Oh! Do we not get to walk? What? Okay. So I guess I'm in my hotel room then. I blacked out on the road and someone saved me. Okay. I seem fine.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
My diary, part 1. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the metal creakage, water filling the deck, and my headache, the worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of boat helped me survive. and reached the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half-mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I'd seen was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. Wait, I wrote that? All that we see or seen is just a dream within a dream. Charles W. Reed.
Never again, they say.
Whatever you say, buddy. Laudanum, of course.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Alright. So, laudanum is known for making you forget.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
It's named after, and this is the second reference to, like, purgatory and hell, by the way. The first being Charon. The ship that we came in on was the Charon. That is the name of the ferrymen who take souls that have died, and this is in Christianity. Take souls that have died over the river Styx. And laudanum is named after Lake Lethe, which is the lake.
How much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
That people drink out of in order to forget their past and are able to be reborn again. I got a wardrobe. Okay, sure. I guess that's cool. But to be fair, laudanum, I believe, was used quite often in Lovecraft stories. The number raids on Innsmouthers. The number of attacks on the Innsmouth immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying with more and more Innsmouthers exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their houses. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouther businesses captured and their owners sent to jail. The city ought to have been cleaned of these fish-faced scum long ago, said Robert Throgmorton, head of the Throgmorton Grand family. I regret only one thing. It all started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son, Albert, would still be there with us. Okay, well that got posted rather quick. Mr. Reed, a note from Vanderberg. It seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I thought I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Is he watching me? Can I loot someone else's suitcase? Okay.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
This place is a hole. The nightmares that boarded up the windows and locked the door. They're just men, the Yellow Kings gang. They can't get here now. Now there's only me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. So, nightmares. Keep it down. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors, I'll make you pay for any scratches.
The door won't budge.
So, of course, nightmares are a pretty big theme in Lovecraft stories. Much of what Lovecraft is about spawned from his own nightmares. Oh my god, this is a large place. He suffered from sleep paralysis from the time he was a little kid. And now, I say keep in mind, but you may not know this, both of Lovecraft's parents died in mental asylums. Too many coincidences. So the lighthouse is out, several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing. But now there's an enterprising fellow at the seaport hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only the city wasn't so impossible to navigate. Someone's crashing ships and then salvaging them. So ever since Lovecraft was a little kid, he had sleep paralysis issues. And if you don't know what that is, that's where you... What they believe it is, and I say they by doctors, is when your brain wakes up before your body does. So you're conscious, but you can't move. And what makes them terrifying is they're usually accompanied by hallucinations and other things. And what's weird is people who have sleep paralysis have similar types of nightmares. And with Lovecraft, he called them NightGaunts. And what they are, they're like a silhouette in a way. And silhouette may not be the best way to describe it. It's almost like it is a silhouette, but it's more than just a black figure of a person. It's almost like a black nothingness more than a silhouette. Sometimes with an aura, a black aura around it as well. And what they would do is they would surround him in his bed and haunt him. And this is pretty much the source of Lovecraft's content, his writing. It's the fear of the unknown and the inability to do anything about it, right? The humans are just a small part in this huge cosmic story.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here? You stop making all that noise.
Well, who are you?
Sorry, but who are you again?
You bang your head or something? I'm Victor Olmsted. I own the place. This place. The Devil's Reef Hotel.
Well, what noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
This will probably just annoy him.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
I will do that. Oh, good lord. New case, letters from Oakmont. Oh, well, I just stumbled onto another case. Alright then. Did he just hand them to me? They might be in my casebook, but I'm gonna poke around a little bit first. To my dear nephew, my dear Victor, how is Oakmont treating you? Should you require any support, the Blackwoods will be happy to help you. I've arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went. Sadly, only that he did not stay in Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope he didn't perish in that cursed raid. Take good care of the hotel, please. Plenty of our relatives were interested in the property, but you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. Aunt Portia. So anyways, as I was saying before, Lovecraft suffered from this sleep paralysis, and that kind of seems to be the source of much of his writing. The fear of the unknown, our small place in the universe, inability to do anything about it, all that stuff. What exactly are these hooked up to? Just gonna chill there, I guess? Hello. To Walter. Walter! Can't help you if I hear you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again. I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You've been warned. Vic. So what, that was written by him, I guess? Hello, sir. Sir, smile for me, please. Sir. Thank you. Thank you. You're beautiful. Note about the hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already. Kind of like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town? That means that the house is inhabited. Alright, so this, I've seen this in several other games. In fact, I think Skyrim has this, doesn't it? Doesn't the Thieves Guild mark houses like this? The crosshatch grid sign marks hidden caches of useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate for yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. Okay. Alright. Good to know. I think that's all in here. There was like nothing back here, was there? Alright, I guess time to read all those notes that he gave me. Bestiary, Mythos, Fortune... Wait, where are all these notes? Didn't he give me like a whole bunch of notes? Here we are. Side cases. Alright. This city, no matter how badly the flood damaged it, has an unnatural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking, even if it means being stuck by further visions. I went to the eastern part of the Salvation Harbor, near the crossing of Fitz-O'Callahan Street and Old Church Road. It came. The feeling of loneliness and fear was immense. I was a woman locked in a room, infected and slowly rotting. My body turned into something. It itched badly, and my face... I had to hold the skin with both hands to prevent it from growing until I suffocated. I ended up sitting on the road crying until some Innsmouther kicked me and ordered me away. See, this is very Lovecraftian, right? It gives you a nice... It tells you where you're at, but it focused on feeling, right? The feeling of loneliness and fear was immense. It focuses a lot on what you feel about your surroundings. It's very Lovecraftian. Oh my god, there's a lot of these. Not very good for YouTube content, I suppose, but I'm gonna read them anyways. The visions are testing me. You know, I wonder if I'm supposed to go here. Visions are testing me. Playing with my mind. My old forgotten fears come to life. When I was small, I was afraid to stay alone. I thought my parents would leave and never come back. See, this is so Lovecraftian. Today I went to the eastern streets of Coverside, and the visions came on the corner of St. Elmo Lane and Kingsport Street. I felt I was alone, forgotten in a locked room, hungry and frightened. It was so scary to stay inside, but everything was much worse behind the door. Something scratched in the corridor, and there were terrifying screams from outside. I could not run, I could not hide. I just waited for Mom to return. I was the lone child. Mirrors, mirrors. I'm afraid someone stalks me. So these are documents that people left in the hotel, right? I think. I'm afraid someone stalks me. It started when I visited Western Advent and had a vision at the intersection of Purity Road and Oak Street. Yeah, so all 3 of these so far have given me an intersection. I saw mirrors full of reflections and someone trapped trying in vain to escape. His expression of fear and panic shook me deeply. After that, I had a very tall and skinny man started following me in the distance. NightGaunts. What troubled me is that I see him in the reflections, but have never caught a straight view of this stalker. I'm sure the police will mock me if I come asking for protection. Seems it is time to buy a good, trustworthy gun and start to practice. Do these mark my map? Place on map. Wait, where did that place? Fitz O'Callahan and Old Church. Here's Old Church. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay, I can dig it. So how do I do that easily? Hold on. St. Elmo and Kingsport. This seems like it could take a while. St. Elmo. Right there. Okay, can I... Western Advent, corner of Purity and Oak. Are they all in this area? Purity and Oak. Wait, what? There we go. Yeah, this sounds like something that you want to kind of get done all at once. Alright. This is a lot to do. Oh my goodness gravy. No matter how different my visions may be, they are always so frightening. Today it was a man. He left a house in southern Gold Grove on Warwick Street, somewhere between Seaside and Hillside Streets. Our eyes met, and I immediately felt the burning exaltation. A wild torrent of emotions. I saw him among the monstrosities, touching them, embracing and kissing. The vision was so intense, I bent in two and threw up all my breakfast. He walked past saying something like, "Cursed newcomers," and I prayed he wouldn't stop to help. Even now, when I close my eyes, I see the creatures around this man. Yeah, man, this stuff is all very Lovecraftian. Alright, on Warwick. On Warwick, between Seaside and Hillside. Warwick. Hold on. Between Seaside and Hillside? So here's Hillside. Oh, okay, so it's probably like right here. Gotcha. Tonight, the air forced me to leave the hotel. The putrid smell of rotting seaweed and fish made it hard to breathe. I remembered a huge apple tree and thought it may be nicer there. Moreover, I was afraid that the hotel owner would see my seizures. The visions occurred when I saw a few blocks from the apple tree. When I was a few blocks from the apple tree. Walking East Brown Street in Central Shells. I felt like I was drowning. I ran forward, and when I passed the street of St. Michael's Church, I felt the water surrounding me, pressing and calling. I needed all my will to fight the desire, the desire to go to the mare and sink to its depths. East Brown Street to the east of the corner with St. Michael's. Central Shells? East Brown to the east of the corner with St. Michael's Road. Like there? Why do some of these roads look like rivers? Are there canals or something in here? I think that's probably good enough there. I was walking, static in ears. I was walking the Lombard Street in Eastern Reed Heights when it happened again. It's not just a vision, but a noise. Hissing, radio static, growing louder and louder. Voices from afar were lost in it, crying desperately. I tried not to show how bad it was. I was afraid to reveal it to the locals. The images came after I passed Bullock Street towards Helog Street. The The hissing flooded my mind, and I saw a man surrounded by radios, talking to them. He was dying. I felt it. And when it happened, the vision was gone. This is going to take forever. Eastern Reed Heights. On Lombard Street between Helog and Bullock. Right there. Alright, I'm already running long for this episode, I think. I might end it here. Reading 6 more is going to take a little while. Maybe I'll just do that next episode. I didn't get a whole lot done, I guess. I don't know. We got a little bit done. We do have 2 cases now, right? Lost at Sea, Letters from Oakmont, and that's the one we completed. But anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.